Hello and welcome to the Safety Solutions Academy YouTube channel. My name is Paul. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 511 Tactical Rush 24 backpack. This is a backpack that I've been using for the past year or so to take care of my daily carry needs, and I wanted to go over some of the features of the backpack so that you can better understand what it may and may not offer for you. This bag is sitting right here. It's in flat dark earth. That's the color. It's also available in black and a tactical green color, whether you want to call it moss or OD, depends on who you are and where you're at. The bag retails for $139.99 straight from 511 Tactical and comes with free shipping if you contact our friends over at www.survivalgearbags.com. I'm guessing that Kelly, although he doesn't stock this backpack normally, can get it for you. He does carry 511 products, and I'm guessing the price is probably going to be a little bit less than that $139. Just to give you an overall look at the backpack in general, it's got some good positives to it. The backpack is designed as a 24-hour mission-ready tactical backpack to support you for 24 hours on a tactical mission. I certainly have not tested in that fashion. I'm not military, I'm not police. I use it as Daddy's diaper bag. It's been pressed into service for about the past 14 months, and I have to say that one of the biggest pluses that the backpack has is its overall durability. You can see that despite the fact that the pack has been hauled around, shut in lockers, dragged in and out of the car, just about everything else, the pack has held up pretty well. There's some frayed stitching on the webbing on the outside of the pack, but in general, the pack is in pretty darn good shape. So it's held up well. I've had other packs that I've used as diaper bags that haven't lasted half as long, and so that's one of the definite positives that this backpack has going for it. You can see that the pack has a hose coming out of the top here. It's got a dedicated bladder carrier. There's actually two ports that you can route hoses out of, whether you want to be right-handed or left-handed with your bladder, or if you wanted to run two bladders, that would be possible as well. The bladder pocket is located here on the back of the backpack. When you unzip the back of the pack, you can see that the bladder fits in with no problem, with lots of room left over. I'm guessing that it would be no problem to fit in a Source 3-liter pocket or bladder as well. And there are tabs that you could use to hang multiple bladders as well. I kind of like the redundancy of having two separate bladders as opposed to one. As you can see, and this will be a different review, my Camelback is missing its mouthpiece, and we actually blasted the valve off of it yesterday and lost all of our water while we were at the air show. Not necessarily something we want to have happen, so redundancy can be good, and this pack accommodates that. While we're here on the back of the pack, you can see that definitely the pack has some very comfortable closed cell foam pack straps. I have not had any discomfort in my shoulders at all from carrying this backpack. It's been quite a pleasure to carry, even when it's loaded down pretty heavy. So these nice soft compressible foam straps have been quite comfortable. The way the yoke is shaped up at the top has also been quite comfortable. Gets that weight right on the back of my shoulders, right behind my neck. Really appreciate the weight that the pack carries. The pack is full of accessory pockets, like this one that's right behind the shoulder strap that houses your sunglasses. It's a nice soft lined pocket so as not to scratch those glasses. Keeps them in a good spot where you can access it with the pack on, depending on how long your arms are and how flexible you are. And at the same time keeps those glasses protected. On the front of the pack down here at the bottom, we've got a pretty hefty admin pouch. It has double zippers on it, and when we open it up you can see that there's quite a few pouches. Being an administrative kind of guy, I have plenty of room in here to carry my mobile podcast gear, as well as different accessories that go in here. Got a zippered compartment where I can carry 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper folded. Got my phone and address log right here ready to go in case I need it. Just about everything you need. You've got little hooks and lanyards for sets of keys to keep those safe and in place. Not too bad at all. Little comment card from TSA. I guess we need to fill that out and let them know how they're doing before we head back to the airport. But lots of room inside the administrative portion of this pack to take care of all kinds of different needs. In the top of the pack, there are two additional pockets that have some nice features in them. They've got a mesh zippered area here where you can put little sundry small items, and then additional sunglass pockets are located back here. If you have shooting glasses or a pair of glasses you need to wear in the nighttime, clear lenses opposed to tinted lenses, that can work out as well. And a matching pocket on the other side, which again works out pretty nicely to be able to put small items. The number of pockets that are on the pack certainly help to keep your gear organized while you're carrying it. On the outside of the pack, on each side, you'll see that there are two compression straps, one on each side of the pack. They're up fairly high on the pack. Those need to be opened up to gain any decent kind of access to the inside of the pack. And let's take a look at what we've got inside so we can understand what the organization looks like inside the pack. When we look down in, we can see that there's quite a bit of volume still available on the top of the pack, but as we get closer to the bottom, that volume is pretty well filled up. The white bag that you see there is just my rain shell, my Gore-Tex shell that I keep in the bag. When we open this up and fold it out, we can see that there are quite a few pockets inside the pack that are still accessible. Here we have our sunglasses pouch from the inside, and we've got various mesh, zippered, and other kinds of pouches that are available here, both on the front flap of the pack and on the back. The main issue that I have with the organization of the pack overall is that when these pouches are utilized, the bottom of that pack is basically full. You can fold that up and you'll see that there isn't any room between that front pouch and that back pouch. So if you use those organizational pouches, you don't have a lot of room left to put other stuff into the pack other than what's already there. Both sides of the pack are also equipped with slash pockets where you can store a tall, narrow water bottle, and that's pretty convenient as well for additional water or gear that's kind of long in nature. There's no doubt that all of the pouches inside and outside of this backpack lead towards some quality organization, and that's true of the webbing that's provided for you on the outside as well. You can see that both sides are fully covered in webbing as well as the front of the pack, so there's plenty of room to attach additional pouches. I think some of the webbing that's available is probably a little gratuitous. I'm not sure what it is that I would attach on these top pockets that high on my pack, or even on this portion of the panel. On the bottom portion, the pack is pretty wide as it is. I don't know how much weight I want hanging out back behind me, but that obviously is something that you can customize yourself, and that's part of the reason why that webbing is there, is for additional customization of the pack. The zippers that are on the pack are quite rugged. I'm assuming, and I don't know for sure because the zipper pulls aren't on, there are some 511 zippers. There's a UTX A-Flex zipper tag right here on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is. I'm partial to YKK zippers, but I haven't had any issues with these zippers blowing out at all. These zippers have stayed closed and only opened when the slide has passed by. Now, that being said, one of the issues that I do have with the pack is that the zippers tend to walk open. They don't blow out, but when the zippers are closed, say in the topmost portion of the pack here, they have a tendency to walk to either side and open up so that the pack begins to open on its own. You can see that that could be a problem if this zipper were to start walking open. Obviously, then your gear would be more exposed to water and also, more importantly, to falling out or being lost. That's definitely not a situation that we want to get involved in. Speaking of falling off and getting lost, you'll notice that when we looked at the shoulder straps of the backpack, one of the things you didn't see me talking about is a sternum strap. This pack did come with a sternum strap, but my sternum straps did not last more than a couple of months. I noticed one lost on an airplane at some point in time. Getting off the flight, I went to connect the sternum strap. The strap was gone off of one side. They use a split D that simply loops over the webbing strap here on the shoulder strap, and that strap just is not secure enough. Definitely not something that I consider appropriate for a tactical backpack. A sternum strap is going to be very important for helping to stabilize the backpack, and for that to go missing in just casual use on a flight, that's pretty much unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. I have not addressed that issue with 511 or asked for a replacement. I'm sure that they would send me one if I did. The customer service aspect of it is not my issue. My issue is you can't afford for that to go missing on a backpack of this caliber. When I first got my pack, one of the things that I knew that I was going to be frustrated about and dislike was the fact that there's only a single compression strap on the side of the pack. The compression strap brings, the halfway point of the pack up and tight to the top, which leaves the bottom of the pack available to really bulge out and fill up with gear. What that means is you don't have the option to distribute the gear evenly from the bottom of the pack up to the top of the pack, but instead you're forced to carry the bulk of the weight in the bottom of the pack in a large pill. I don't prefer to do that. It's not as comfortable for me to have weight distributed from the front of a pack to the back of a pack as it is from the bottom of the pack to the top of the pack. And so it's always frustrating to me when a pack company skimps on a little item like this strap and only puts one. My original solution was going to be to get an extra sternum strap and use the webbing here and on the front of the administration pouch to make a spontaneous compression strap. But as soon as I lost the strap off of the shoulder straps of the pack, I decided that was probably not the best of ideas. It's not something I've worked to address. I did talk with the 511 folks while I was out at SHOT Show and pointed that out as a major shortcoming of the pack, and the fact that it doesn't give you the ability to distribute the weight where you want it because of the lack of a compression strap on the bottom of the pack. If you look at the back of the pack, you'll see that there are some areas here that are Cordura that are a little bit lighter denier than the center sections, which gives it some ability to slide nicely on the skin and move back and forth against your uniform or your shirt. Makes it comfortable to carry. And then down here at the bottom, you've got a couple of spots where it tends to grip in and help keep the pack stable. I appreciate that. Ample drain holes both in this front of the pack where the hydration pouch is, makes sense, and on the bottom of the pack. So when this pack gets submerged and gets wet, it's going to drain quickly and easily. One of the things that is missing from this pack, I'm not sure if I would use the items or not, is a waist belt. There's no way to affix a waist belt onto this pack. Now, again, I don't necessarily see that as a shortcoming on this pack. If I was talking about a Rush 72, which is their 3-day pack, I would definitely expect to see a waist belt. But on the Rush 24, the size of the pack, the length of the pack would make it largely impractical. What's interesting is I also have a Rush 12. And the Rush 12 was the first pack that I decided to try and use as the Daddy Diaper Bag tactical unit, and it comes with buckles here to attach a waist strap. Pretty fascinating to me that an even smaller pack than this has that feature, whereas this doesn't. It's just one more way in which the pack is not versatile. As a little of on the side, you can see in the center of the screen there's a small hole in the Cordura, and again over here in this portion of the pack. For some reason it always seems that my gear is where the taser gets discharged in taser training, and despite the fact that these holes are more than 6 months old and the pack goes through daily use, you can see that there's been almost no fraying whatsoever, and so I'm pretty pleased to see the durability again really shine in the 511 pack. Maybe that's where the ants get into my pack to get all my food, who knows. One of the other shortcomings I'd like to see addressed is with this hefty admin pouch in the front. There's a lot of room to carry administrative gear, but there's no place in the pack really dedicated for 8.5 by 11 paper or folders. So any administrative paperwork and things like that needs to be folded or possibly stored in the bladder compartment for the pack. And I don't know about you, but if I've got important paperwork, the last place I want to put it is with the water in my pack. So if we're going to have such a dedicated administrative area, we need to think about the fact that paper might be part of that administrative area, and we might want to include a place to carry a sheet of paper or a pad of paper. In summary, as we take a look at the 511 Rush 24 backpack, I'd have to say that it has served me very well. As I mentioned previously, I've used a lot of other packs as my daily diaper bag carry backpack, and most of them can't stand 6 months. The overall durability of this pack is very impressive. If you're looking, however, for something that's mission capable, I think that there are some areas this pack is deficient. Either those areas need to be addressed, things like the zippers, the sternum strap, the waist belt, and other things need to be shored up for you to be able to use this pack successfully, or you need to find another backpack. If you're looking for a backpack for more casual use and not something that's going to be involved in life or death situations, this pack might be a great pack for you right out of the box. Again, it's very durable and it's got a lot of accessories, and it has some versatility that other packs don't have. Of course, you can find this pack again with 511 Tactical, or you can head on over to our friends at www.survivalgearbags.com and see what it is they can do for you. I'm sure that Kelly can get a hold of this pack if it's something you're interested in. He does carry the Rush 12 and the Rush 72 as standard items, so if you're looking for something smaller or something larger, he's already got you covered. Please take a few minutes today and head on over to safetysolutionsacademy.com. Check out what it is we have to offer on our website, and make sure you look us up on iTunes and get subscribed to the podcast. Get on out there, get yourself some training. When you do, make sure you keep it simple. Make sure you stay safe, and as always, have a great day.